I could see the man running like this with the knife, trying to come and attack me with the knife to kill me. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be diving into a little video on how I almost got robbed in Jamaica. So I want you guys to stay tuned, don't go anywhere, grab a popcorn, and let's dive into this video in a short while. Alright, so this happened back in 2016. So I was living in Jamaica at the time, specifically in the Papping area. I was attending the University of Technology where I was pursuing my bachelor's degree, and in my last year I was planning on going back on the exchange program. So normally what we'd do is to go to the agency, get our documents in place and everything so that we could get the opportunity to go back another year. But the thing was, I had to renew my passport. I didn't realize my passport was expired. So what I did was I got my paperwork, applied to get an appointment at the picker office, and I went down to Halfway Tree where the picker office is in Jamaica. Any of you are watching and are from Jamaica, you should know exactly where this is. So I went in Halfway Tree where the picker office was, and I went in and everything, and I was talking to this lady that was outside, and you know, I was just trying to get her attention. So I touched her. My goodness, why did I even think of touching her? You know what the lady did? The lady was like, "Don't touch me, don't touch me." I'm like, okay, I will not touch you again. And she was getting down, like being all rude and nasty. But if any of you don't know, Jamaica is a country where they respect people based on their rank, or they're from the lower class, upper class, or middle class. So if I am not in the upper class and I'm going to touch somebody from the upper class, they'll take it as an offense. So, you know, I just touched the person to signal to them to get your attention. But unfortunately, they didn't want anybody to touch them because they're better than me. But anyway, I will do like another video. But this video we're going to focus on how I almost got robbed. But anyway, I got another lady's attention. I got the documents and I applied for a new passport because it was expired. So I got the renewal and everything. And on my way, while I was about to leave, mind you, backtrack a little, I left school, which was at UTech. I left UTech because I was having 2 classes that day, and I left after the first class to get back within an hour time to get to my other class. So I was rushing to get back to my methodology class. So I was rushing. I rushed out the picker office in Halfway Tree, and I was heading towards the bus stop. So anybody who are aware, you know where the Papping bus stop is, where regularly a lot of students would go to get their bus to get to school, or their cab or whatever to get to UTech or UA, wherever, you know. So I was rushing to get there. So on my way there, this guy came up to me out of nowhere. So I was like, he came up to me like I knew him. He was like, "Wait up, and everything good?" Like talking to me like he knew me from when I was living in Westmoreland. So I halted, and when I stopped, everyone was like walking towards their destination while I was like froze in the one spot. The guy was confronting me, and another guy was at the side like with a knife, like trying to say you can't go anywhere, just have to stay here or else I'm gonna stab you. So I was like, I was zoned out. Like I couldn't hear anything. I just saw people walking, and this guy confronted me, telling me that he wanted anything I have in my bag, or any money, any monetary value, he wants it. So I was like, okay, I have a tablet in my bag. So he's like, "I don't want it, I want money. I know you have a lot of money." So I'm like, what? I don't even know this man from nowhere. How would he know that I have money on me? Mind you, normally when I go in Halfway Tree or downtown, I dress like I'm poor. Which I didn't have money back then, you know? So I dressed accordingly because I knew if I dressed a particular way, they would target me. So I dressed like a regular smuggler person would dress to Halfway Tree. So I said to him, I don't have any money. The only money I have is what's in my wallet. It's $350 Jamaican, and I know that would be like $3 US. He's like, no, I don't want that. I don't have the money on you, but I get it and give it to me right now, or else I'm gonna stab out your belly. So I'm like, what on earth is this? Or what on earth is happening? You know? So anyway, there was an ATM machine across from me. So I said, you know what? Let me go to the ATM machine and draw the money and give it to you. The man was like, no, you better find the money now. We find the money now or else I'm gonna kill you. Find the money now or else I'm gonna stab out your belly. And I remember while I was at school doing electronic accounting, I had this lecturer there and she was sharing a story with me of how a guy in Halfway Tree where I was, that was on a bus, he was robbed and then he was killed right after. You know, because he retaliated from giving up his phone and they killed him in the bus. And I could just see everything flashing. And I was like, what? Like, this is gonna happen to me too? So I'm like, I said to the guy that I'm gonna go to the ATM and get the money. He's like, no, I don't want that. You have the money on you. Find it now or else I'm gonna kill you right here. I mean, everybody was walking, going about their business. Nobody cared. Nobody cared what was going on. I mean, the guy had a knife. The other guy had a knife in his side, wanted to kill me. You know? So I was like, God help me. God help me. I was like praying. And, you know, everybody was going their ways. You know? So mind you, a car was driving out of the parking lot. And I ran towards the car to get in the car. Mind you, this guy in the car don't know me from anywhere. The car doors were closed. The two guys were running after me. I was planning to run into Juicy Patties, right? But I'm like, if I go in there and get stuck, they're gonna be out there lingering. So I ran past Juicy Patties and I ran past the bus terminal, past the Halfway Tree people, past the stoplights, running over towards the popping stand. While I was running toward the popping stand, I don't know what happened. I don't know if God put a shield around me, but I ran through that stoplight like, you know, if anything happened to me, God, He knows. But I ran through the stoplights and nothing happened to me. But I'm almost sure that there were incoming vehicles, and I ran through it. Because I could see the man running like this with the knife, trying to come and attack me with the knife to kill me. And I ran through that stoplight like it was my last day on earth. I didn't know if a car was coming towards me to hit me. All I know is that I'm running towards safety. Whether the car is coming or not, I'm going to run through that stoplight. So I ran across the road and the guy was like, running like this towards me with the knife. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is going on? You know? So I ran towards the popping bus stand or the taxi stand, and I ran into a taxi. And I said to the taxi driver, drive, somebody's coming after me, somebody's coming after me. So the guy is like, the driver was like, where is he? I'm like, is this guy for real? You want to find out where the criminal is? Mind you, it's the first time I've ever been in Halfway Tree and there was no police on the road. Like, not one was on the road. Not one that day. Not one was on the road. So anyway, I was telling the taxi driver to come to bring me away because I don't want to see the man. I don't want the man to come and to jump in the same car with me and then end up killing me and unaliving me, you know. So he was like, no, I cannot leave, I have to get 2 more passengers. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So he ended up getting the 2 passengers. It was a girl and another guy, and he drove off. Then he was like in the car like, where is the guy? I would catch him for you, you know, I would catch him for you. I'm like, I don't care if you catch him or not, I want to get out of here, you know. Then when I reached at UTech, I ran out the car as fast as I could. I was heading towards my class, and the only thing I could remember is the guy running after me. And when I was out of the car and on campus, I was still running for my life. Like, I've never felt so shaken up in my life. Never ever had experienced anything like that. It was like a near-death experience. You I was froze, you know, at the spot, and I didn't know what to do, you know, and everybody were minding their business. I didn't care. Honestly, if somebody had killed me in half a tree, nobody would have done anything. They would have gone about their business because they don't want to get involved, you know. But I ran for my life, you know. And a lot of people would say that you shouldn't have ran, but I'm like, what else was I supposed to do? I didn't have the money, and he said if I didn't give him the money, he would unalive me, you know. So I just followed my gut feeling and I did what I had to do. And I'm just saying this to see, and a lot of people in Jamaica, this had happened to, especially school people going to school, like the college campuses like you where you take. Just be vigilant when you're on the road, you know. Just be vigilant, because especially in this Christmas season, people are out to get people's money, and if it means that they have to unalive somebody, they'll do it, you know. So just be careful on the road, be safe, and trust God. Pray every day before you leave your house. Prayer is powerful, so pray before you leave your house. Consecrate your head, consecrate your entire body, and pray, guys. So this is just a little story about how I almost got unalive in half a tree in Kingston. Looking back now, I could say thank you God. He had a purpose for me, and he was like, this is not your time to go. Be careful out there, be vigilant, and ensure that you're aware of your surrounding. Also be street smart. Be street smart out there, and be careful, guys. I want you guys to be safe and sound. I know you guys have a bright future, and you know, people will be envious of you and want to do things to unalive you. But be strong, be vigilant, be careful, guys. If you want to hear another story about any other incident that had happened to me in the past, let me know in the comment section, and I'll continue to post more content for you guys. Please follow, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and it's a pleasure in sharing my story with you guys, and I hope that you will be vigilant out there. And I thank you guys for watching, and do have yourself a very productive rest of the day. Thank you, and bye for now.